Like you're addicted to something. There's 6 chemicals that run our whole life. And the number one, the scariest one, if you don't monitor it, where you're getting it from, your source, is dopamine. So like I was really proud of never having an addictive personality. I've never gambled. I haven't been drunk since like senior prom. I don't video game. Like I was really, really weird about kind of hanging my hat on that identity of I'll never be addicted to anything. Like I don't have that in me. But the reality was I was addicted to what everybody thought about me. I was addicted to affirmation, which is why I went out and like not only checked all these boxes, but checked them publicly and let everyone fucking know I'm the man. In case you didn't know, you know what I mean? There was one point when I read a line by Warren Buffett that said the average entrepreneur has 7 streams of income, sources of income. So I went out and opened 7 LLCs, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm the man now." Now, like I could be at a networking event, and they'll say, "Hey, bro, what do you do?" And I'll be like, "What don't I do?" Mm-hmm. Like you want to talk about like douchebag big check? Like I had it nailed. So yeah, all that to say, I thought I was doing everything right. I was literally stepping out of my life because outside of my 4 walls, I felt like the man. But the environment that I failed to create inside of my 4 walls was one of like respect and love. And so the story I had going home every day was, how come they don't see what everyone else sees? How come like the one person I want that I chose to be with the rest of my life doesn't give me the affirmation dopamine hit that I'm looking for day in and day out? If she's not going to give it to me, fuck that, somebody will. So literally over the course of 17 years, and the reality is this isn't like a mitigating circumstance. I'm actually not a one-night stand guy. I'm a very emotional dude. Like, so anybody I actually had an experience with was kind of like I called myself a serial monogamist, like mm-hmm. I literally would put effort into these outside relationships, which is even worse, by the way. Like you want to talk about, for all of you who think you've never cheated on your wife, an emotional affair for women, and any woman will attest to this, is actually worse and harder to overcome than a physical like one-night stand. Because sometimes a girl can kind of play in their mind the Discovery Channel, like he's a male, testosterone, maybe alcohol was involved, he made a one-off bad decision. Mm-hmm. As devastating as that is, it's nowhere near a 3, 6, 9-month relationship where the reality is that other female is getting a better version of you than your wife is getting. And wow. She's the one that signed up for all the heavy lifting and the hard work. And by the time you get home, she's getting leftovers at best. And so for them, that is much more difficult. Because I've had guys, we've walked a lot of couples through infidelity as a result of our story. My wife and I have been through crazy shit. And now, I can say on this podcast those things. And mm-hmm. I'm sure it stings a little for her and she'll attest to that. But the reality is the more we've shared our message, the more we've been able to kind of give hope for other couples that are going through it, that there's a way out, because I know a lot of people think, and then their friends will tell them like, oh, once a cheater, always a cheater, or you got to cut them loose, like, et cetera, right?